The way to make better decisions in rugby is to first realise that every decision is the right decision if you make it with conviction. What this means is that you can make a typically bad decision, but as long as you actually put effort into that decision, then it can't be the wrong decision. Now, if you tap and go in your 22, obviously objective, that's a bad decision. But if you tap and you run as hard as you can, you carry as hard as you can, or you pass as well as you can, that then becomes the right decision. I learned this from the book, The Inner Game of Tennis. Have absolute trust in every decision you make. Because obviously on the pitch, there's no reason to be doubting yourself. Obviously when you're watching the video back, you're watching the recording back, your coach is screaming at you, oh, it's the wrong decision, blah, blah, blah. But in that moment, every decision you make is the right decision on the pitch. Because then when you think that you have more fun and you'll play better. Obviously there's right decisions and strategically, oh, we want to do this, we want to do this is a strategy we're looking to play. But the main thing is whatever decision you make, go for it, conviction, believe it's the right decision. If you're on your own 5 meter line and you're 2 points down and you've tapped and gone, you've gone. There's nothing else you can do. You've already made the decision, so you might as well commit. If there's let's say there's a midfield scrum, you don't, oh, should we blitz, should we drift, I don't know what to do, should we blitz, should we drift? There's no point just fucking half-assing it. If you're blitzing, fucking blitz. If you're drifting, then properly drift. But every decision you make is the right decision. So make a decision and then fully commit to that one. There's no point doubting yourself in the middle of a game. Obviously, after the game, when you're watching the clips back, you can think, oh, fuck, what was I doing? But at that moment in time, there's no point doubting yourself. So every decision you make on the pitch is the right decision. If you want more actionable tips like that, my community will be first link in the description. But obviously, not every decision is the right decision. So the first thing you want to think about when it comes to decision making on the pitch is that territory is so much more important than possession. Now, what this means, actually, let me give you an example. In order to score a try, there are 2 things you actually need to happen. You need to A, be in the opposition's dead ball area, and 2, have the ball. Now, of these 2, the much more important thing is being in the dead ball area. Because having the ball in your own 5 meter line, you have essentially one option, which is fucking kick it. Or you can have trust in your decisions and tap and go and run it out of your own 5 meter line. But still, if you have the ball in your own 5, you have one option, which is to kick it out. Even if the opposition have the ball in their own 5, you can just apply so much pressure and win the ball there. It's so much easier to get a turnover than it is to run 90 meters. Even if you have no jacklers on your team, even if it's blitz and they drop the ball and they make a hand error, it's so much easier to get a turnover than it is to run 90 meters. And this is something that's really difficult to understand, youth rugby. I play under 16s and I play 10. And every time I'm ready to kick the ball, my teammates look at me like I'm gonna kill them. Running the ball is fun, but you have to realize that at a point, if you want to win games and you want to make better decisions, you have to start valuing territory over possession. Let's say you're on your own 10 meter line and you decide to kick and your kick goes really well and lands in the opposition 22. What you've now done is you've asked the opposition to attack out of their 22. You've pushed their attack, you've pushed them back 30 meters and you've told them to attack. Now, most teams, let's say they do run the ball and they have a really good couple of phases. Let's say they get to 10 phases and they make it to halfway. Even then, they're now at halfway. And let's say you manage to get a turnover or a knock on. You now got the ball back at halfway. And their team, they've had to do so much work. Their fullbacks had to run and cover the kick. The wingers had to come back. All their fat forwards had to jog back 30 meters. Now they're blowing. And now you're in the exact same position you were before, only this time with more tied up position. And your players, obviously, when you get the ball, you have energy. Now your players have energy. Another example why territory is so much more important than possession is that when you're in your own 22, the opposition, it's like sharks when they smell blood. They're going to put pressure on you. And obviously, if you have good skills, you can throw the passes, you can run the lines. But it's just, obviously it's fun because you're under pressure, but it's not enjoyable and you're getting blitzed every single phase. And you know that if you drop the ball, make a mistake, they're going to capitalize on it. Even your forwards on the carry, you'll see a little bit of apprehension because they know they can't draw the ball, they know they can't go for a tip pass. When you're in your own 22, the opposition puts so much pressure on you. And that's part of why you have to kick to release pressure. And territory is so much more important than possession. Because being in the opposition's dead ball area is so much more important than having the ball. A turnover, obviously, protect the ball and stuff, but turnovers are so easy to get, especially at youth level. If you have my team has one good jackler and he got 3 turnovers on Saturday. You don't have to be exceptional at the breakdown. If you have one good jackler, even just a good defense that's going to blitz and put pressure, you'll be able to win the ball back. And winning the ball back in the opposition in their 22 or even in their own half, that's amazing. And don't be afraid to kick the ball away. Obviously, if you're an attacking opportunity, to fucking hoof it. But don't be afraid to kick the ball away and pin the attack back. Look at them and tell them, I'm gonna push your attack back 30 meters, see what you can do from there. I'm gonna push your attack back from our 10 meter line to your, even just to their 10 meter line, and see what you can do. Keep pushing their attack back, and eventually they're either gonna crack, they'll be passing it, there'll be a knock on, you get a penalty, and suddenly you're attacking 20-30 meters up the pitch. Or B, they say, fuck it, but I'm not doing this. They boot it back to you. And unless, obviously, if their kick is fucking superhuman and he boots it all the way back to where you originally started, fair enough, that's a loss. But even then, if he kicks it back to you, you gain, 10, 20 meters. You get to attack from a better position. Territory is more important than possession. Another thing when it comes to making better decisions is to look at patterns. Like, I had a game 2 weeks ago, and their 10, regardless of the situation, he would always pass. He never took the ball to the line. Like, never. Like, I was quite shit that game, but I was quite passive in defence. Like, I was not pushing up as much as I could have. If he wanted to take the ball to the line, he could have, and he probably would have made meters, but every single time he passed the ball, regardless of what was in front of him. Now, what this allowed me to do, and then to communicate to my teammate to do, was to drift, because we knew that the 10, like, essentially he's not a threat, he's just another 9. He's only going to pass the ball. So we were able to drift up and then shut down their attack. Now, this was like a good decision made by me and my team, but only happened because I was looking at the patterns. I recognised what he was doing. And this doesn't mean you have to be like neurotic looking at, or when his left hand is up, that's when he's like blah blah blah. No, you just have to, like, if someone does something 3 times, then like it's a pattern of this. Like, each player has patterns. Like, certain forwards, as soon as they drop their shoulder, that's when you know they're going to carry. Or certain players, you know that they'll dom you once and then actually do an action. You just have to look for small patterns. If you do this in your opposite number, or just someone you're going to stay in contact a lot, yeah, let's say you're getting targeted for some reason. Like, the person who's targeting you, they're going to have specific patterns. You just need to look at those. Not memorize them. Don't be like, oh, I need to look exactly what his left hand and his right foot are doing. No. Just be like aware of what he's doing. Communicate that to your team. That's the most important thing. When you spot a pattern, communicate it to your team and then move from there. And the final thing is similar to this. Just always be scanning. Like, you never want to look at obviously look at the ball, but like you never want to just be like fucking tunnel vision on the ball. You never want to be tunnel vision on one defender. Like, you always want to have your head in a swivel. Like, you want to be able to scan what's going on the left wing and the right wing at the same time. Like, just always be looking up. Now, obviously, if you play fly half 9, you're a key decision maker in the team. This is great. But even if you're forward, like, even if you play fucking prop, if you're scanning around and you're looking, then you can see, suddenly, there's 9 in the defensive line. If I carry him, I'm going to go over the gain line. Just things like that. And obviously, scan, but communicate it to your team. Like, if you see something, but the 14 other people on your team don't, it's useless to 14 other people. Like, you always have to scan and then communicate what you've seen. It's literally just always be looking around. Look from the left wing, look from the left wing to the right wing all the time, and just see what's on. If you're a prop and you see space in the backfield, obviously you can go for the kick yourself because that's the right decision. But like, tell your 9 to a 10, to even just any back, tell them there's space in the backfield. If you kick it now, then we'll have the opportunity. Or just scan and communicate, and that will make you so much better. Obviously, you have more territories, more attacking opportunities, you have more fun, and people in your team will value you more because you're communicating. They'll always be looking at you for advice, and that's a nice feeling to have. So still, territory is more important than possession. Recognize patterns, always scan, and always communicate. Now, if you want more tips like this, all of this stuff is going to be in my community, and the goal of that is to help you become the best rugby player possible. If you want to join that, we're the first link in the description.